Yo, what's up, guys? So I have modified my ALU. So I've connected up all the inputs. I've moved the output around here just so it looks better. And then down here, I have hooked up, I guess, all the lines to unlock the outputs, and I have labeled them. Um, and then I did add a NOT. And for those who don't know, NOT is just a really simple logic gate where it takes one input, and if it's a 1, it becomes a 0, and if it's a 0, it becomes a 1. So it was very simple, literally just putting a torch, redstone torch on the other side here. Um, but now that I have this all hooked up, I will eventually be, first of all, I'll eventually be connecting all these outputs and putting them in there. I want to also make a control unit, and right now, I mean, this is pretty close to all I'm gonna have here. Just really simple, just lines. And I can just hook up a decoder to this, or I could, have a decoder somewhere else, so I could do other functions. Um, but let's test this out. So I want to just do, I put 5 in here, so my right one's going to be the larger number, or if there's like for subtraction, it's going to be the larger number, or if there's like a singular input, so like for bit shift or for not, that's the one that's going to go through. So let's do 5 and 3. So right now there's no output, so let me subtract. So as you can see, we got 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Now let's try some addition. So if we want to add these two, we should get 8. There we go, 1, 0, 0, 0. What else can we do here? We can try equal to, so we can try if they're equal to, and again, I set this up like a Boolean, like a true or false value, so 1 if it's true, 0 if it's false, so I could check equal to, should just give us a 0. I could check unequal to, and it should give us a 1. I can check greater than, and 5 is greater than 3, so it should be a 1. I can check less than, it should be a 0. So we can XOR, and for those of you who don't know, XOR is another logic gate, so it takes 2 inputs, 1 output. Um, and again, I have it for each digit, so really the correlating digit of each number I will compare, or bit. And how it works is if you give it a 0, 0 or a 1, 1, it will output a 0. And if you just have a 0, 1 or a 1, 0, it will output a 1. So this should give us a 1, 1, 0. So now let's try XORing this. And there we go, 1, 1, 0 or 6. Now we could try OR, and OR is really just if there's an on lamp, it'll output a 1. So this should just give us 1, 1, 1 or 7. There we go. We can try AND. So AND will only output a 1 if both of the lamps are on. So this should just give us a 1. There we go. We could do not, and what the not will do is it will just affect this side. This side doesn't matter anymore. So it should basically give us all ones except for the third and first. There we go. We can do bit shift. So bit shift left will be increasing it or multiplying it by 2, the equivalent of multiplying it by 2. It will also increase it or move it upward. So let's try this. So it should give us a 10, which is going to be 1, 0, 1, 0. There we go. Or we could try shifting it downward or dividing it by 2, which it's gonna cut off this bottom part, so it should just be 2. So 1, 1, 0. And there we go. So that was just a little rundown of all the functions this can do. Um, I will be working on hooking it up and making a control unit. But for now, that's about it. Peace.